and welcome back to KSP. I believe, if I haven't miscounted, this will be roughly the 25th episode. So that's quite a lot actually. And last episode we designed the lab recovery and transfer to Minmus ship. And this will probably take our first crew to Minmus as well, we will see. The Minmus science lander, I could already send somebody with that out, which I may actually do, because otherwise the equipment in the capsule which I put in there into the inventory of the first seed will not spawn, and that would be a little unfortunate. Well, it's not a lot, but it would be wasted money. I'm not sure yet, maybe I'll just waste it. We've got plenty of money. On that subject, we might actually spend a little money on upgrade points. Let's say if we could get this to a little higher, we would technically need, let's say if you want to get everything to 1.5, this is 3 points, 2 points here is 5, and that's another 7 points. Yeah, maybe not so much, but let's see. Let's buy a couple points. Get this here, that's already better. Yeah, I guess for the time being. Oh, and we also could have done the upgrade here, we'll do that later. This is fully upgraded. I'll need to upgrade one of the launch pads for heavier rockets soon. Or I built another one, but I checked building a new one is actually quite expensive. So let's say Alpha will be upgraded to maximum vessels, and that will take 9 days, which is fine. We won't have much completed by then. The VAB, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't need more than 400 parts for the moment. This is fully upgraded. Spaceplane hangar, we could actually upgrade this in case we want to build a plane. Yeah, well, not yet, maybe not. Okay. And the runway definitely needs an upgrade before it's usable at all. So let's schedule that. 4 days, that's easy. Astronaut complex. I don't need to hire people right now, so technically I don't need to upgrade it. Although the scientist, of course, would be great. Oh, and let's check out our new people. Actually, Gamlong is perfect scientist, excellent. And because, well, it's a pilot. But this is a really nice scientist we picked up there. So, Gamlong needs a training mission, I guess. Moon orbit, Minmus landing, something like that. And I had looked up the crew I wanted to send to Minmus. And I already forgot again. Oh yes, Denzel, Barwin, and actually Linger is the pilot for this group. So it will be Linger and Denzel and Barwin. Who will be the first resident crew on the Minmus station. And I guess, well, maybe Jamlong can actually do the transfer of the Minmus lander. Although, yeah, I would need a return craft for her. Alternatively, Jamlong could stay as a second scientist in the laboratory. I'll have to think about that. It's actually really one of our better scientists. I mean, we have, yeah, Dancel, of course. Dancel will go. And apart from that, yeah, Jamlong will go there. Oh, well, we have Elski. Elski could certainly... Elski still needs a training flight into solar orbit. So how about sending Elski and Jamlong? Well, potentially Elski, Jamlong, and somebody else, a pilot, pretty much any pilot, into to a solar orbit training mission. Maxby would potentially be a candidate, or Lafford? I don't know. They're both not really... Who else do we have? Agavin definitely goes on a solar training mission because that's obviously... Well, I'm not sure, but it's quite likely that she is actually badass. Let me check on that, Agavin. And the roster should tell me, right? Here. Yes, definitely badass. Okay. So we need to take a note of that. Agavin and Elski and Jamlong potentially going on a solar orbit training mission. Let's add a raw alarm. Agavin plus Elski plus Jamlong. Something like that. Solar training mission. Question mark. Close. And actually, let's do this properly. And this and this. Maybe in whatever 50 days. Add alarm, just so I get a reminder of that. Do we have any of these crafts? Which are actually, we only need one of the Moon Tourist crafts for this. I mean, they can go to solar orbit, right? $6,000 delta V is perfectly enough, and they have 68 kilos of supplies, which is 20 days. Yeah, well, it's sufficient. So in principle, I could send one of these to take care of the solar training. However, that would mean the Minmus Science Lander is not going to be piloted by Jamlong. Well, why not? Who cares? Yeah, let's roll this out. And let's put another one. We have something to do here in the meantime. And launch. Clear all, and so pilot was, let's see, who was the pilot? Agavin. Agavin is the pilot. Elski, scientist number 1. Jamlong, scientist number 2. And let's launch. I mean, we could take on a couple more tourist contracts to earn some more money, but yeah, well, let's see. Although one thing I will change is fill this up with supplies just in case. Wrong one. This one. And where was it? Must be here. Supplies. Edit, that's what I wanted. Okay. Give me 80, please. Okay. Well, the capacity is 85. Well then. 85. 4 point. Whatever. Bill. Okay. Just to have a little bit of safety margin. 26 days. Perfectly fine. And the sync profile is 55%. That's okay-ish. We want the solids and then all of these. Yes, and then the engine, then the fairings. So up until stage 4 we can auto arm. Well, let's go. And 84 is actually enough. Okay, let's see, hopefully this will run dry. Yes, it will. Okay, excellent. So I need to stage the fairings, at the stage, something explodes, I don't care. So we still have, let's say 2.5 left. Yeah, should be just enough. Definitely enough to come on. But now it will no longer do this. The solid booster stage is recovered. A little downrange, but still nice and decent refund. So let's see. And times are extended, although useless at the current point in time. Let's auto warp to circularization, and we'll let it circularize and then plot the escape burn. This. So far we have only endured 2.2 Gs, that's excellent. Okay, so 2,500, yeah, that's enough. And we want to go just anywhere basically, let's say about here. In 7 minutes, well, yeah, whatever, 5 minutes at the maneuver. And we need how much? 930 or so to escape. Of course, we want to go a little faster. Let's just find out exactly how much we need to escape. Okay, 924, 929. Okay. But we have a lot more Delta V available, so let's say we spend about 1300. And oh, that's fast. Yeah, that's actually, why not? Who cares? We have a lot of Delta V. Maybe 1200? How much would that be? Still 2 days something. Actually, we need to be careful. Any extra Delta V out there means we are going a lot faster. Well, we need to make sure that we are not using more than half. So let's say this, and it should, let's see, how much do we need there to stop? Okay, about 700. Well, what more? 610 actually. Unless we move this all a little. 630 for returning. I'm fine with that actually. So let's spend 1000 Delta V to just escape quickly and be done with it. Then we will be. Let's change this into a 5 day, yeah, something like that. Then we'll be in 5 days out there, and then we'll just return. Execute maneuver, auto warp, prepare to remove this. I'll actually rename this craft. Solar training. That's our second stage. 2000 credits. That's so much cheaper than the solid rocket booster essence prime first stage. I don't care. Let's actually check our people here on board. So, oh, Agavin already has Sun Orbit. Well, that's a waste. I should have checked that. But the other two at least don't. And Agavin doesn't have Minmus, so does Jamlong. Elski has Minmus, including a flag. Let's see, maybe we can still, maybe we should do a, well, Elski has Minmus and Moon, but for Gemlong, both Minmus and Moon flybys would be attractive potentially. In any case, these need a definitely, yeah, I definitely need to do this, keep this SOI transition reminder, because I need to set up the return burns there. I could potentially even burn retrograde already in Kerbin orbit there. Let's say, let's try something. Our current apoapsis is whatever. Say I want to change apoapsis to, that's 46,000 kilometers, so that's, I think it's 80 or something. In any case, let's change this to 100,000 kilometers in fixed time. Fixed time is 4 days, 5 hours, 50 minutes. 4 days, 5 hours, 50 minutes. And let's see what happens actually. This will say what kind of? That's already a 400 meter deceleration. Oh, that's, well, that was too much. Okay, 550 meter. And our escape after that is shifted by 13 minutes. So that's actually not too bad. Let's try 90. Then it's a 600 meter burn and the escape is delayed by almost 20 minutes. And we are then in a pretty much very Kelvin-like orbit. So let's say we change this to 88. I think I want to do that. Basically, though a little later, maybe in 52. Nope, that's too late. Okay, that will shift our escape by only 5 minutes, so we are a lot better off. Basically, just when we go there, then we will not be, not 20 minutes, just 5 minutes, that's okay, after the burn. So we will use that node for now. I've never done it like this before. Okay, let's check our supply situation just to be safe. That's 26 days. That's a lot of time actually. And these 600 will also, hello, why, whatever. These will actually deplete the stage, which is also fine. I will delete the stage anyway because it will enter in solar orbit, so it's not a concern. Space Center. Usually these training missions use like at least 10-day escapes or so, or 12-day, just to not waste so much fuel, but I guess it works like that as well. Let's check if we can pick up any more missions, although now that we have expanded our tourist vessel, it will be a little bit more difficult. So the mission to bring 2 tourists to visit the Minmus station core. I will not accept this right now because it's A, it's still in Kerbin orbit, so it counts this as Kerbin orbit. B, I will accept these missions after the station is in Minmus orbit completed. There's also this one, as you can see, that's a lot more profitable, but I do not want to try to dock with this station on the Minmus surface because its only docking port is on the bottom. So not happening. Unless I return the station to Minmus orbit. That would be an option. And then I could get 300 credits for 300,000 credits just for bringing people there. Well, these missions will pop up again, so I will think about it. It's actually quite profitable. But remember, we still have these contracts for the asteroids, which just pay more. So there's that. And we also now have a new category, asteroid recovery. Unfortunately, these all require new asteroids, and I believe the one we are already tracking does not count. For a new class B that has not been grabbed, clawed, or otherwise disturbed. Well, that's technically true, so we are planning to bring one to Kerbal orbit anyway. The B class. That would give us an additional 150,000 credits and some science points. Later move it to Minmus orbit. We could get another 400,000. What's the requirement here? These wanted them in Kerbal orbit, right? Yes. To go where? Fly by of Minmus, land on Minmus, whatever. 3 tourists. In Kerbal Minmus, no. 2 tourists. Orbit Minmus. Orbit Minmus. Not enough money, okay. So theoretically we could accept this one. This should be money we are planning on anyway. And I don't have a class A available, I wish I had. But the Minmus one, well, I'm not sure whether I can capture it into Minmus orbit with the delta V I have. Probably I can, but I'm not sure. So let's only accept this one. Okay, excellent. And now let's save here. Next is the Minmus station core mid-course correction, and I hope I have set up the antenna correctly. So that we, oh, actually it's not important because this maneuver is actually executed by the remote tech autopilot. Where do I have a regular probe here? Oh, Minmus scans that, yeah. Sure, that's a regular probe. Okay. Did it give me a new asteroid? Looks like it. Class E, C, C, D, my B class, D, E, and still C. Okay, still no A class, unfortunately, so we will have to stick with that one. And let's just go bob to this maneuver, unless something here is happening here. Yeah, I don't care. Will not be finished in time. Okay. Definitely need a new moon tourist soon. of these. I will prioritize this slightly. So let's execute this maneuver. And as mentioned, this is all executed by the flight computer of remote tech, so this maneuver will happily execute itself. And we can just watch. Let's accelerate the time a little. Okay, that was the mid-cross correction. Let's check the results. Okay, Minmus here. I guess we are still roughly okay. This could be moved a little earlier. Like this. And it will bring us into whatever, some kind of orbit. So let's double check that the has this been updated? We do have a connection, so let's remove these and execute these again. And also turn our craft a little so that both antennas, both solar panels, excuse me, get light like this. Okay. We still have. Why do we only have 147 meters? Oh, that's because the rest is on RCS. Okay, but even then, this is enough for this burn, so that's all right. Okay. With that, I suppose we can leave leave the station core again for its next planned maneuver. Center. And we don't need this alarm, nor do we need this alarm. Excellent. And let's double check our active missions so we are not missing anything. The moon station, correct? That's what we know. This one, we just accepted. These are old. We still need to launch the Minmus base station, that's okay. And these are the tourists which currently are being recovered. And the reason this is blinky blinky is because this is generating more of these. I don't want to launch a moon station right now. Okay, so we will just stick with these for the time being. Flyby of Minmus with 4 tourists. I don't have a vessel capable of this right now. Or I could just build one, but actually not paying too badly. And if I just add another capsule on top of the moon tourist thingy, we could perfectly well do this. 185,000. Or we just fly twice. But flying twice is a waste. Yeah, why not? 285,000 is a lot of money. So let's quickly have that. Order a new vessel. All I really need is another capsule and a couple more parachutes, I guess. And let's try to get rid of this antenna that's bugging me. Ah. I see it right here, but unfortunately. Okay. Well then. Get this back, and I need now the amount of supplies is actually okay. Oh, whatever. What I want is another capsule, so or something to hold 2 people. This is, of course, 0.7 tons. Do I have something that holds 2 people? Don't think so. I could just add, no, not this. Some orbital modules, but I don't think the tourists will like that. So technically it would be sufficient. Let's see. If we add 2 orbital modules, craft will look ugly, but oh god, nope. If I just select it. Okay, well, whatever. There's one of these, please. Hello? Please. And then we will put this here. Instead of the docking port, we will add another one of these. Is our docking time already, our building time exploded because we never built these. Yes, okay. This. And now. What an ugly craft. Atmospheric, still have sufficient takeoff thrust. Sufficient to actually get back. Let me clone, let's say, 2 of these. And around here. And then I actually want to move the yeah, let's check the fuel of these first. I don't want to show you. I will just put them actually. fill them with charge. The same. All tanks. Show you electricity. And we also don't need this one, because who needs 200 charge if you have 2 of these modules? So move this back, and actually, yeah, let's rearrange them. And pretty much put everything back into the original order, except we have 2 additional orbital modules. And I maybe now is the antenna? No, still no luck. Like this. Okay. Got rid of the stupid antenna. So let's check. We have a couple more modules. They are not rated for re-entry. Who cares? And we will put the fairing back and call this a Minmus Tourist 4. 2 days, 1 hour building time. It's a lot, but well, we'll be okay. And we increased the landing mass by less than 60%. Yeah, it should be okay. Build this. Surface TWR is still okay, so alright. This will launch perfectly fine. And save. And let's bring it somewhere where it's actually helping. I know I'm moving the asteroid mission back further and further, but it's not really important whether it's a, well, actually let's do it like this, and this one moves back, and we will build it like this, I guess. And maybe move the Minmus science lander back. Want the asteroid retrieval mission to go ahead. Yeah, let's shift it like that for now. Okay, and let's save here. So next thing to do, solar trading, burn, and before that we will have the Minmus tourist mission, exactly what we need. Let's roll out. Who will be the pilot for this? Somebody who doesn't have a Minmus flyby, which would include Beakers. And let's maybe start from top. A pilot, generic, no. KSP has a flag on Minmus. Flag on Minmus. My god is a completely stupid pilot, but still has a flag on Minmus. Stakeout has nothing on Minmus, so Stakeout's a candidate. Lily is a candidate. That's not stupid and slightly well. Okay, Lily would be a candidate. Ellie already has this. Oh, because we'll fly to Minmus with these tourists. Launch, clear, and here's speakers, okay. And then we need to add these Minmus tourists. Let's get their names. Come on. Shut this. Okay. So Kerbal, yes. And Newemy, and finally Magberry. Correct. This launch, and we need to launch into Minmus inclination. What about our supplies? Supplies is only for 12 days. I probably want to fill up these supplies actually. I'm for real, okay. All the supplies are what? Oh dear, this one place. 15 days. Yeah, well, let's see. Launch into plane of target in 2 hours, okay. It's okay. Thrust to weight ratio is good enough that we can get rid of this. And we want to go until stage 4. Arm, engage, warp. Physics loaded. 5 seconds to launch. Let's zoom out a little. The solids are always noisy. And there it goes. Because might actually earn a special ribbon for this passengers, because he will be the first one to transport for passengers, for tourists. Not even Valentina has done that. Can I show the rest of the people here? No. Okay. In any case, let's get into orbit. I will not time accelerate this time because it's just a little heavier than normal. So maybe not the best idea to time accelerate, I'm not sure. Although, well, let's go to warp 2. We'll see. Minmus is still targeted, okay. Okay. Suppose we can go with that. Oh, let's call it 75.2. Okay. The stage recovered successfully. Don't need that anymore. Now we can. Yeah, let's just auto drop. Next thing will be a home and transfer to the target. Okay. Let's circularize. Create node. Oh, yeah, we have an encounter. Okay. Let's check the node. We need to get to what does the mission require? I believe 30 kilometers. 30 kilometers. Okay. That's 37. So we need to go a little here. Guess we will need to correct that later. Yeah, create this node and just execute it, and we will fix it somewhere along the after exiting. So that's in 14 minutes. Let's go. Unfortunately, our relative inclination is still 0.2 degrees, so that's a little much. That's why the encounter is so bad. At least we have plenty of delta V. And with these two orbital modules, the tourists actually have plenty of room to stretch their legs, which our regular crews usually don't if they are restricted to the landing module. Okay, let's see. Periapsis is still 37, so we need to do something, let's say, around about here. Who cares? That should be enough to fix all of this. So what we want to do is, let's see, if we go a little faster. Hey, that would already fix this part. Then we end up with an even higher periapsis. So let's try if we can maybe move this a little sideways. All about this. Oh. Okay. What if we go higher? Not that much. So let's say 10 and one more here. Like this. Then what's our cabin periapsis? Can't even tell. Let's look closer. 1 point something. Let's try Minmus again. We need to come in a little closer here, probably. Okay, cabin periapsis, where are you? Oh, it's actually moving out, that's bad. Okay. Check how far can I go here? Yeah, not at all. Let's say we go for a safe one here, and then another maneuver around about there. That will need to fix this. Okay. We'll accelerate a little there. That's fine with me. Like this. Excellent. And I suppose we can, oh, let's just execute them this way. Go. And the new periapsis is 32, that's perfectly fine. And I would say with that, and end the episode here. We will take care of the remaining maneuvers of this Minmus tourist mission later. First thing will be the solar trailing mission, which is already out at the SOI change. This one I will just remove and we should be good. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.